1 year ago today, I left my $150,000 job as a software engineer in America to move to Thailand to experience the beautiful culture, the beautiful people, and also even beautiful temples like these. And I'm gonna show you why Thailand is so much better than America and why you can get the same quality of life you get in America, but for a fraction of the price and also in a much safer location. Let's get into it. Now, before we begin, guys, if you're looking to move to Thailand and have money while you move there, such as having a remote job or remote work, but maybe you lack the skill set, in the description you'll find my email for a coding mentorship where I will teach you how to code personally. I have about 10 years of software engineering experience, knowing a number of different languages such as C, C++, Java, JavaScript, list goes on, and I can help you get remote work and have a bank when you move to Thailand. So the first big thing is that Thailand is very, very safe. Thailand, especially compared to the United States, is one of the safest places I've ever been. It's actually kind of staggering how safe it is here in comparison to the United States, specifically when it comes to things like getting your stuff stolen, getting your stuff broken into, and also the police. There's been so many times I've seen people leave their passports, wallets, IDs on the beach for hours, and Thai people do not touch it. It's really not a big part of Thai culture to do things like steal and take from other people. For the most part, your stuff is always gonna be safe if you leave it on the open. Would not recommend doing so because there's many foreigners here, but Thai people most of the time will not take your stuff. And if you're in Phuket like me and you go down to like Old Town, you'll see people leave their helmets on their bikes all the time. The second thing is getting your stuff broken into. Pretty much since I've been here, I've left my bike open many times by accident and I've had nobody ever break into my stuff and take stuff out of my motorbike or even my car. And in comparison to the United States, where even if you leave your stuff completely locked and have the windows open to make sure people know there's nothing in your car, your stuff will get broken into. Before I moved here, I lived in Los Angeles and my stuff got broken into all the time. And lastly, the police. The police here are a lot more easygoing. Not to say they aren't police, because police will always be police, but in comparison to the United States, they're never really trying to incriminate you into something that you are not doing. So there's many times, for example, that I've been stopped by police. They just kind of ask for my visa/passport. They ask for a license if I'm driving. And that's pretty much it. They let me go every time with no issue, no hassle, and no further escalation. Versus if that same thing were to happen in the United States, it generally always leads into an escalation, even when it's completely unnecessary to do so. Which is why when I was in the United States, I made it a mission to never talk to the police and never really ever associate with the police. Now, that's not to say that Thai police don't have their own problems. They obviously do. But for the most part, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, obeying the laws, you won't have any issues. And this, for instance, even times where I've been coming from one part of the island to the other, and I don't have a helmet or something, or maybe I'm riding with a friend, and they just simply tell me, oh, next time, just get your helmet, and that's it, and they don't even find me. But trust me, if you were, for example, illegally parked inside the United States at like a parking lot or something, you're gonna get that fine. The police are never not gonna give you that fine. So from a safety standpoint, Thailand is so much better in comparison. Talking about the safety in Thailand actually got me hungry. Let's go get some food. Man, I swear, this food place is so far in the temple. You need to make it closer. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a super strict vegetarian. And guess what they have, bro? Veggie burgers. I love Thailand so much. So many countries I go to never have vegetarian options. But I think because Thailand is mostly Buddhist and they follow like ahimsa for the most part, it's at least more common, you know what I mean? Sawasdee krab. Are you open, huh? Oh, closed, okay. Kapung krab. All right, so update. They actually don't have veggie burgers. The veggie burger shop is closed. Why? All right, I think we'll get a smoothie then. Sorry about that. I had to stop and get a smoothie because it's really hot out today. This right here is 50 baht for a smoothie. Really, really cheap. The next thing I want to talk about is cost of living in Thailand. So this is something I see really inflated online. People are saying, oh, you need 5,000 bucks a month to live here or something like that. Thailand is by far not expensive at all. I think reasonably to live in Thailand a month, you need about $2,000 USD, which if you don't know what you need for a $2,000 USD a month job, you basically need a minimum wage job in any of the upper northern states of America. So if you're making about 17 to 20 bucks an hour, you pretty much got $2,000 a month. You can basically buy whatever you want in Thailand. There's not much stuff that's like really expensive. Stuff like food, you know, per day you're looking at spending about like maybe 5 to 10 bucks. That means eating 3 to 2 times a day. For rent, you're looking at about spending 500 bucks a month, and that's for a glamorous apartment. My apartment, for example, which if you guys want to see a tour of my apartment, definitely comment down below and I'll do it, was about 500 bucks a month. And then when I added my utilities, such as my internet, water, and electricity, it ends up being about like $550 a month. So really not that much at all. Sometimes my electric bill will go up depending on kind of like if it's one of the hotter months or not so hot months. This month is definitely very hot because we've had a huge tropical storm happen. Actually, last night, for example, it hit us and it looked like this. Oh man, it is so hot today. Then when you factor in kind of your travel expenses, such as like, going to and from places, using services like Grab, you're looking at about 100 baht to 200 baht per trip, which in my recommendation, if you plan to be venturing out a lot, depending on your location, it may be a good idea just to buy a motorbike or rent a car. You can rent a car for about 300 bucks a month. Or if you want to get a motorbike, you can get a very good motorbike for about 50,000 baht, which is about like, I think 2,000 USD to 1,000 USD, kind of depending on what you're looking for and kind of the size. I'm obviously a bigger guy, so I need kind of a bigger motorbike. And then, when you have a motorbike, you're going to spend only about 100 baht on gas. I have a 155cc motorbike, and I pretty much only put about 100 baht in that thing every 2 weeks. And I'm pretty much good to go for 2 weeks, full gas. And I'm moving around pretty much all the time, seeing all the beautiful places in Thailand. The next one is nightlife. Nightlife is a bit different. The ceiling on how much you will spend on nightlife really depends on you as a person. I personally don't really go out that much in terms of like nightlife, that is. I mainly produce music. So me personally, I'm not a big nightlife person. I do go out, but not super often. But you can spend tons of money if you want to go on nightlife. If you're in Phuket, you can go to Patong. If you're in Bangkok, you can go to like any of the other areas. So if you're in Pattaya, you can go to Soi 6. You will find tons of clubs, tons of nightlife. Nightlife is crazy here in Thailand. You can have the most insane nights of your life. I've seen people go out every night, get plastered every night. Personally, me, I'm not a big nightlife person. I definitely do things at night, but it's not like clubs and shit. I'm usually in the studio. But still, nightlife is really good here. And the cost really depends on you. You can easily spend 3,000, 4,000 baht in one night, upwards to 10,000, 20,000 baht in one night. Just depends on really how much you want to party. And also too, it's good to do things other than nightlife. Enjoy what Thailand has to offer. Thailand isn't always just bar girls and ping pong shows. So definitely look into doing other things. And the last thing we're going to talk about is going to be honestly everybody's favorite, which is dating in Thailand and what it's like to actually talk to and date Thai women. And actually, surprisingly, it's actually pretty easy, especially coming from America and Thailand being like such an extremely different place. I kind of thought that dating Thai women and talking to Thai women would be really difficult. And really specify what I mean by like dating and talking to Thai women. I don't mean like talking to freelancers or bar girls. I mean just like talking to normal Thai girls and trying to get in relationships with them. It's actually, like I said, really, I wouldn't say easy, obviously, but it's normal. There's nothing really different you would expect. It's kind of the same stuff as always. I would say the main thing is there is some differences between dating Thai women and American women. One thing is that Thai women pretty much always want serious relationships. You're never really going to find situationships or one-night stands. I'm not saying they don't happen, but generally, if that's the case, it's kind of like a freelance sort of thing or a bar girl sort of thing. It's not so much like an average Thai girl does not want that. Another thing is that Thai girls are very clingy. That is something I really had to get used to. They're going to want to spend all the time with you every day, no matter what. And they will come to your crib every day if you don't tell them no. Once again, it's just the difference of cultures. Personally, me, I like to get to know people more, and kind of following along with that, they're going to want to move into a relationship much faster. I think they're shooting off the fireworks right now. Man, there's like so much smoke. But Thai girls are going to want to move into a relationship much faster than American girls. And American girls are looking like a month. Thai girl is like 2-3 times meeting you basically a week. 2 weeks, they're going to want a relationship and they're going to want to see you commit really fast. So generally, my word of advice, if you come to Thailand to date, just be patient and take your time with people and don't jump into stuff really quickly, because a lot of times you don't know people, even though for the most part Thailand women are pretty nice. I personally have had no issues with any Thai girl I've talked to. My current girlfriend, same thing, really nice, and I've had no issues with her. But definitely don't feel as if you have to jump into something rather quickly if you don't want to. Another thing about Thai girls that is very different than American girls is Thai girls are much more feminine. So what I mean by that, there's things that Thai girls will do to show appreciation for you or affection for you that American women will not do because the perception of it is different. So a good example is just like cooking for you, cleaning for you. Thai girls will do those things without you even asking because they like you and they want to show that they like you. American women will not do that. And even if you imply that's something you would like, they're generally gonna not have such a good reaction about it. Me personally, I'm pretty indifferent. If you cook and clean for me, it's cool. I don't really care. I got money. I can just get those. I can just get a maid or whatever to get those things. But But it is nice when it happens. I think a lot of times, especially in the States, when it comes to like American women, and not even specifically in the States, but just a lot of other countries in general, is that a lot of times I feel like women think that men want like, you know, the baddest one who's got like the Louis Vuitton and stuff, when really it's just like you just want someone who's nice and pleasant to be around. And I feel like that is culturally much more a part of how Thai women think. So once again, not saying American girls don't do things that are like that, but on average, I would probably say no, just because once again, there's a big cultural difference. Thai girls are raised to be more feminine. American women are raised also to be feminine, but just in a different way. Just trust me, there's stuff American women will do that Thai girls will never do. For instance, like if someone were to like, you know, walk and bump into you or something, you know, American girl will literally fight for you. Thai girl, they'll be like, fight for us. So it's just a little bit different, you know what I mean? And I always see a lot of conversations, especially like in the passport bros movement, people kind of dissing both sides or talking shit about both sides. To me, bro, you know, to me personally, women are women everywhere you go. People are people. And it doesn't really make a super big difference. It's really just about how people treat you. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, and personally, like, you know, if you're trying to find a girlfriend out here, if you want my healthy game, is get on Tinder. Tinder's the quickest one. There's Tinder, Badoo, Bumble is another one, and I think there's one more I'm forgetting about. But pretty much Tinder obviously is like kind of your quickest route. That's what I would say like most of the Thai population's on. You know, whether you're looking for like one night stands, serious relationships, or whatever, you know, just state in your profile, get on there, start swiping, you'll find somebody. Bumble is pretty much only for serious relationships and very serious relationships. So like basically if you're not trying to get like married to someone, if you're trying to like date and see if you want to get married, or you're just trying to have a situationship or something, Bumble is probably not your spot. And the last one I mentioned is kind of like Tinder, but just like way less popular. But in my opinion, all three are good. And if you're trying to come over here and find something, I would heavily suggest Tinder as the first one. If you guys like videos like these, make sure to throw me a like and a sub, and also hit that bell notification so that way you can stay knowing when I post new videos. Also, while you're at it, like I said, slide at me on Instagram, send me a message, let's link, let's talk. I want to meet you guys. And also leave a comment, ask me what questions you guys have about Thailand. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time.